have been delivered to the clerk for presentation. No papers have been presented. Select committee reports have been delivered for presentation.
Report of the Commerce Committee on the 2011-12 financial review of the Ministry of Economic Development and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Communications, Vote Economic Development, Vote Energy and Vote Tourism. Reports of the Education and Science Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of Ag Research Limited, Career Services, Careers New Zealand, Education New Zealand, Landcare Research New Zealand Limited, the Institution of Environmental Science and Research Limited, the Institute of Geological and Nuclear Sciences Limited, the New Zealand Forest Research Institute Limited, the New Zealand Institute for Plant and Food Research Limited, the New Zealand Qualifications Authority, the Education Review Office, the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Science and Innovation. Reports of the Finance and Expenditure Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority, the Earthquake Commission and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Canterbury Earthquake Recovery, and of the Inland Revenue Department and the Office of the Controller and Auditor General, and on the Student Loan Scheme Amendment Bill number 2. Reports of the Foreign Affairs, Defence and Trade Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Ministry of Defence and the New Zealand Defence Force, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade and the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Official Development Assistance, and on the briefing on free trade talks with Russia. Reports of the Government Administration Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Arts, Culture and Heritage, the Department of Internal Affairs, the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet, the Ministry for Culture and Heritage, the Ministry of Pacific Island Affairs, the Office of the Clerk of the House of Representatives, Statistics New Zealand, the State Services Commission, the Ministry of Women's Affairs, the Office of the Ombudsman and the Parliamentary Service. Reports of the Health Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Alcohol Advisory Council of New Zealand, the Bay of Plenty District Health Board, the Capital and Coast District Health Board, Crown Health Financing Agency, the Hawke's Bay District Health Board, the Health and Disability Commissioner, the Health Sponsorship Council, the Mental Health Commission, the Northland District Health Board, the Pharmaceutical Management Agency, the Wairarapa District Health Board, the Waitemata District Health Board and the West Coast District Health Board. Report of the Justice and Electoral Committee on the 2011-12 financial review of the Ministry of Justice and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Courts and Vote Justice. Reports of the Law and Order Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Department of Corrections, the New Zealand Police and the Serious Fraud Office. Reports of the Local Government and Environment Committee on the 2011-12 financial review of the Department of Conservation and the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Conservation, the Environmental Protection Authority and the Ministry for the Environment and the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Climate Change and Vote Environment. Reports of the Primary Production Committee on the 2011-12 financial review of the Animal Control Products Limits, Quotable Value Limited, Assure Quality Limited, Land Information New Zealand, Landcorp Farming Limited, the Ministry for Primary Industries and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Agriculture and Forestry, Vote Biosecurity, Vote Fisheries and for Vote Food Safety. Reports of the Social Services Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Department of Building and Housing and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Housing, the Ministry of Social Development and of the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Social Development and for Vote Youth Development, and of the New Zealand Artificial Limb Board. Reports of the Transport and Industrial Relations Committee on the 2011-12 financial reviews of the Department of Labour and of the Ministry of Transport and the non-departmental appropriations for Vote Labour and for Vote Transport.
The bill is set down for second reading and the report on the briefing is set down for consideration. No bills have been introduced. The House comes to question for point of order. The Right Honourable Winston.
Seeing this is the start of your term as a Speaker, perhaps you could explain to us, because we're full of curiosity, as to the background of the regalia you're wearing.
I can, Mr Peters. It was presented to me about half an hour ago, and it symbolises in Maoridom goodwill, honour and peace to the House. I move now to questions for oral answer, and the first question is a name of the leader.